Going to do a little bit of a happy feel thing for the car on the M2 Burger Motorsport clutch pedal stop. Now something that I'm going to measure this and we'll have the distance of the throw. So we fixed up the shifter, we got rid of the slop in that. The clutch pedal has a massive amount of travel in it before engagement. Makes modulating it super easy, but at the same time a bit frustrating because the take-up point is so high. So what this does, replaces a little factory rubber pad, and you can adjust. So there's a top disc with a bit of foam, and then these are 3 fatter rubber discs. Now these are super cheap. In Australia, it was like 30 something bucks delivered. In America, they're about 10 bucks. And you can do it a lot cheaper. So what I'll do, I'll measure this up in a sec, and you can have a look and make one of these yourself. So you just need one of these pins with the teeth on it. You don't even need one that long. You know, these are just what they used to, a body trim kind of pin thing. You can buy them on Amazon. That's a little foam stick-on thing. You could just use a little bit of felt, put under a chair leg. Get that stuff from hardware store. And this is just a little bit of rubber. I mean, you could use a metal washer. You might get a rattle, I suppose, but you could make that yourself, just a little bit of or find a rubber washer. But let's have a look and see how thick these are, so we can, someone can make their own. So we got our calipers here. Total thickness, now of course this is soft, so it's going to compress. With all the discs is 20 millimeters. So each disc themselves, pulling up here. Each disc themselves is about 3 millimeters. So you just need some rubber. It's about 3 millimeters thick. What I'm going to do, a lot of guys seem to be taking a couple of these off. Some of them I've seen online, the older style ones maybe have like 5 of these discs. But well, we could try it with this and see what our clutch travels like. It's only going to take a second to swap it in and out. But we're going to measure now and see what the factory clutch pedal travel is like. What are we going to measure from? We will measure, I guess, from the edge of the pedal as straight down as we can, pushing into the carpet quite firmly. And that is 16.5 centimeters. So that's how high the pedal comes up and it goes down. Obviously, well, that's pretty much touching the just about touching the carpet there. Can't measure with that. It's too short a distance, so we'll measure with this. To the edge, pushing it as hard as I can, poking the thing as far as I can, and whatever that's 23 millimeters. Okay, now let's get up in here and change over this little clutch stop. Now the clutch stop itself is located, there's a flap here at the back of the flap. So we have the pedal, follow the pedal up. There's like a rubber boot. There you see a nice big spring. And up the top here, sticking out, that is the clutch stop. So when the pedal gets pushed in, this here pushes against this here. So it's just a little bit of rubber. Oop. And it's kind of disintegrated. So you might not even have yours on your car. But that's it, and we just push the other one in its place. So the install process, look, I'm putting maximum discs on here so we can get a measurement. That is just going to push in, and kind of awkward. I've got it started. Oh, there it is. So to install, you just push it in. Kind of awkward. I'm in here, both hands. Oh, well, at least you know it's not going to fall out. Man, it does not want to go in there. I think we have, it's like it's too big a diameter. Well, you can see it definitely doesn't need to be that long. So if you're going to buy one of these, you know, pins off from the auto parts store or Amazon or whatever, definitely don't need one that long. You only need it to be maybe 10 millimeters past the stoppers. What the? What I might do is put a little bit of grease on it. It's a little tough going in. Tiny little bit of just grease on it. Oh, no way. Okay, what I've done to get this to fit a bit better, I've just got some sandpaper, wrapped it around, gave it a light sand, and that should take off the amount needed. Okay, so let's get it back in here. Line it up. Oh, it's great. It's getting in. Definitely going in now. So I've sanded it down a little bit. So to smooth things out a little. Now we'll put the discs back on. Yeah, they definitely go on a lot easier. So that's going to be quite a bit nicer to fit. 3 discs on. Get that straight and line it up. Much better, goes right. Still needs a good bit of force. There we go, that's all the way on, I think. That is, there we go, that's all the way on, snugged up. Now let's measure our travel. So how much did that change? Now let's see what that changes the pedal travel. Side of the pedal all the way down. That is now, ooh, that's quite a bit. Okay, you can see where that is now. That is at 45 millimeters, so that's a noticeable change. So we now have 22 millimeters of less pedal travel on that clutch, whereas the take-up point is. So that's going to be significant. We'll take it out for a test drive and see how that feels with all those discs on it, because should be pretty good. I think we might be okay with that. It's not too much, but we'll see where the take-up point is and how easy it is to modulate. We might take one off. We might just leave it. Just got back from a drive, test out that clutch pedal stopper. Marked difference, very noticeable on the uptake. It just doesn't have that extra distance to the floor. You know, off that measurement doesn't sound like much, but yeah, it definitely is noticeable to the leg when you're pushing. So would I recommend it? Sure. It's cheap, it's easy, and from what I've shown, you can probably just make your own for even cheaper again. But the convenience of it, of course, it might be easier just to buy one online. It really does. Yeah. Yeah, I thought, yeah, maybe. And that's with full spacers. So I'd run them all. Run all spacers. I don't see why you wouldn't take full advantage of the distance you get on it. So would I recommend that one? Yeah, I would recommend that one.